How did he, who was a pacifist really, get from E equals mc squared to the atomic bomb? How did that happen? How did Roosevelt find out about all that? Because I know he had regrets about that.
He did. He didn't tumble to the ramifications of E equals mc squared. It had to be brought to his attention. I think it was Leo Szilard who was the guy who got Einstein to write the letter to Roosevelt. But Szilard, who's this brilliant Hungarian physicist, goes out to Long Island where Einstein's sailing at this point, and he says the Germans could potentially harness nuclear fission, and that was really coming into its own only in the late 1930s. He says, but it is conceivable. I think Einstein wrote this, that something the size of a suitcase put in a liner, a freighter in a harbor could level the harbor. I guess Szilard said this, and Einstein's, I forget the German quote, it's in my book, he says, I never thought of that. He didn't really didn't think about weaponizing what was a measurement of pure nature to him. Yeah. But he was a quick learner, and once Szilard said, well, you know, this could happen, and you got out of Germany in '33, you know what these guys are capable of. And at this point, he writes a letter to Roosevelt, and that probably did help focus the Roosevelt's administration on starting the Manhattan Project, coming up with the development of the A-bomb. Having written that letter, though, Einstein was a person who was suspected because of his far-flung liberal interests. He never was allowed to work. He did some calculations for the Naval Office, but they didn't invite him down to Los Alamos to work on the A-bomb. They didn't trust him. Herbert Hoover had a file on him as a very dangerous character, simply because, you know, he marched to his own drummer, and he was a pacifist, and he did believe in a world peace organization.